Uh, what? No, now it started up. All right. Hey guys, I I finally fixed it. We should be good, hopefully. My God, I just gotta see if it's actually working because sometimes this thing, there it is. Okay, thank God. Hey guys, it's me, Ryu Agahira. We're gonna be playing the beginner's guide. Basically, it's a walking sim with feels, is what I was told, and yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote the Stanley Parable.
Oh, I forgot. Actual subtitles. You know how embarrassing. Hold on. Ah, no. Hold on. Is it I guess closed captioning? Yeah.
And
Alright.
while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Alright.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike.
Alright.
You can walk around here, by the way.
Cool.
And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
Kinda looks like
But what I
Dust or
like
that
is
one
that even
map
though he
on
starts from the
CS:GO.
simple aesthetic of a desert town.
Did I apply the subtitles? I did, right? Alright. I really like this game. It's really unique, supposedly. I guess that's it. Alright.
He then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games.
Yeah.
I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves.
Alright.
I want to get to know who this human being really is. And
Interesting.
that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game.
Okay.
As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
No problem. Oh, this is, wow, this is really, here guys, give me a second. I'm gonna fix the chat box because this thing is really bothering me. It's kind of like in the, fuck it, I'll leave it. Whisper machine, status.
Whisper machine active. Shift destruction imminent.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Interesting. Alright.
Security call breached. Hostile alien life form inbound.
What's happening?
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Yeah, I could.
For instance,
It's
you have
nice,
this
though.
gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere.
Yeah.
But then clearly there are no enemies anywhere.
No,
You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
that's
But
true.
ultimately, we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is.
Huh.
And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Beginning
Inter-
ship evacuation.
Okay.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
That's kind of funny. Yeah. Those bullet holes or something? Okay.
Apparently, this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Wait, but what? What if there was stuff there? I wanted to look at it.
Or,
Hold on.
if you'd really like to solve the labyrinth, you're welcome to do that too.
Yeah. Oh, I solved it already. I knew I was going the right way. Alright. Yeah, man. What? Am I lost? Oh, no, I'm good. Okay, cool.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting.
Yeah.
The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay. So. Oh, cool.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all.
Oh,
That
okay.
beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it?
No.
Could you give yourself?
I don't. Man. Oh. Can I go back? I guess. Alright.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just
Alright.
experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first
Yeah?
compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
What? Oh, so that's not what happens? So then what actually happens? Huh? What? I'm levitating. Oh, this game is broken. It broke. Broke game.
The
Okay.
beam causes you to start floating.
Interesting.
And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
That is so interesting. I don't know. This feels like the guy's just reaching. The past was behind her. What? I can't move. What? Bro, I can't move. Hello? Hello?
So try walking backwards.
Oh.
Yep. In this game, you can only walk backwards.
That's so cool. Okay. That's actually really cool. I like that. Huh. Alright. That's really cool. What?
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment
Future
combining
could
motion
not
and
be
narrative.
seen.
It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused,
Why
more
does the
complete.
future
Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Interesting. I do like this. This is really cool. When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Wait, hold on. I am really trying. Hold on. Wait a minute. Is that like a reused asset? I keep seeing those dots everywhere. Do they mean something? But the future is always behind her. Alright. How will she find the strength? Alright. To confront it. What?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then didn't need anything more than
weird.
that. Which to me
that.
is why it works, because it gets out quick.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Sure. This is... Huh? Oh, it's dark. Oh, it has like a fog of war type of deal. Oh man, is this a horror game? Oh, I hate this. Oh, you are entering now. Bro, this is giving me 10...
And that's it.
That's it?
Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
I mean... I guess... This is so weird.
Oftentimes, Coda would put
Nonsense is
bizarre
nearly
titles like
every
this one at
beat.
the start of his games.
Oh, wow.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Huh. It's interesting. Whoa. We're going so slow.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
What if I don't press enter? I actually, let's press enter. I want to see. Huh. You walk around the people they're pursuing, playing floating eyes, a normal game. Have to scream in the mic every 15 seconds. You start in the stall room. Just walk through the walls. A game where you collect game motivational
A room that's
quotes.
warm and nice
Stand
and
X
filled
at
with
a barrel
little
3
ideas
hours.
for games.
Construct a wall is destroyed. You're given a medal. Sharks trying to eat you simultaneously. You are trying to eat the sharks.
Coda
Game
would often
filled-
tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
I don't feel like this is a room full of achievements or ideas. I feel like this is a room of regrets. This somehow feels like he's not proud of that room. And that's why he slows people to a crawl, because he never really wanted anyone to see it. But he had to face the truth. This has a Black Mesa design. I really like it. Alright, cool.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it. Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
These dots keep showing up, and I don't know, it's kind of worrying me. This is really cool. Imagine if I made games. You know, I wanted to once.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
But... Alright. Oh. Cool.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea.
Wow.
So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
Wow, he worked
Either
on
way,
all of
I think
this?
that the point is the same. is
And
that
he
most of the
didn't-
time you don't get to know what
he
you're
didn't want it
missing,
to be
or even
seen?
that you're missing anything. That's
I-
not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
I really like this. I kind of find this weird how, wait, I'm back here. How he doesn't really finish his games. You're now exiting.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them.
Oh,
And once we
okay.
have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Okay, I'm starting to understand, you know? It's really interesting. The great, lovely D. He mentioned something about D a lot. Was D someone he cared about?
Let's talk about video game development for a second.
Alright, yeah.
Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do.
Yeah.
So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines,
Yeah.
Source has certain things that it does well, and it has
Wow.
certain things that it does poorly.
I don't
One of
know.
the
This is
things that it
cool.
does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
This is really cool.
The tools available to the
Oh,
creator
no.
shape what kinds of creative
Oh.
work they're going to end up making.
Ooh.
You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games
I
to
really like
notice
this.
how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Yeah. I like this. Oof, I would have broke my legs right there. They're like, I go this way. Ah. What's this? Oh, wait, but there's something round here. It's not boxy. Interesting. Alright, wow, this is so nice. I like this. This is such a cool game. Huh? What? What's that heartbeat? Yo, I'm getting nervous. Huh? Alright.
This prison, funny enough,
A
in
prison.
Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that. This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else.
Oh man,
Believe
I'm
me,
sorry
I played
about your
every
arguments.
single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
He let the light clip in. Oh, some amateur work right there, buddy. The light's clipping. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's not right. Don't want to make those jokes. Oh, this is a unique experience. I like this. This is a different game. Huh. Oh wow. Those dots again. They seem to like just show up.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time. there's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over.
I
But
just think...
I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
I just think it was just a unique one he designed and that was it. But, we'll see.
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Did you come from above? What was up there? Go to the above. You've been there. Yeah. Now this is important. Did you get through the puzzle with the 2 door switches? I did. Literally the last thing I did before coming here. Again, perfect. Now tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember. Someone else let me in. You didn't solve it? So you learned nothing. You cannot help us escape the prison. You are not the one I need. Surely there will be someone else. Alright then. Tally-ho. What? Wait a minute. Hey, how did you... yes, do you want to know how to solve it? I'm confused, what happened? Actually, now to mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed through here. What's happening? What is going on? Does this just loop for like 100 hours?
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
I'm so confused. This game is so strange. I think chat broke because it's not working, so I'm gonna clear it.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
Yeah?
I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
All right. Well, that was interesting. I'm not understanding, but now it's April 2009. I'm getting somewhere. The game connected to the... As you walk around, you can... all notes you see are left by the... Okay. Cool. Oh, chat bubble. Nice room, not? Alright.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played.
No point to
this was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Everyone read this?
Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Alright. How is there wood and grass and I don't think these are his notes. I think these are other people's.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work.
I feel like this game is left by other people.
I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Oh. Okay. I feel like this... Huh. What the yeah, I feel like other people left these notes. Like, this isn't Coda. Coda didn't leave these notes. Huh. This is so unique. But... Alright. To get to the frickin' bathroom. Recognize me, please. Alright, this is just unique. Listen to that other guy. Makes game, includes door, cannot open door, thanks. I don't think he left these notes. I feel like other people left these notes when they played the game, so he put them in. I feel like this is more like new room. I feel like other people left these notes. You can go in here. Don't bother. This is where I get off. I failed to write anything here. Stop, turn back, proceeding further will only result in misery. What the... I gotta see this. This is... Cabbage shapes our nation. Alright. Doesn't matter if you ever get over there. Hey, don't talk about me that way. I feel like other people left these notes and he asked for advice, like his design and his games, and maybe he wasn't happy with how people treated his games. But he kept designing because it pushed him, because people didn't like him, so he genuinely worked hard. Today I learned you cannot fall off. You can't? Oh, cool. Ethical. Interesting. What does this say? Well done, all of you. Alright. Whoever made this has issues. You know what sucks about being colorblind? I'm not even sure what colors those are. Hey guys, how is it going? Just hanging? Alright, this is the same note. Cabbage shapes our nation. Devil Tower Star. I don't know. I'm just gonna move on. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here. There must be a reason for it. This terrible secret, he kept it well. What? I beat the game? What's his terrible secret? Hold on.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again.
Yeah.
And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Interesting. Downward, keep
In
digging.
each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place
This
this
is,
puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution,
guy.
he understands exactly how it works,
What's the door?
and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Does this puzzle have a solution? Oh my god, I've been here for literally hours. How? This doesn't make any sense. The door won't open. Developer, answer please.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between the spaces,
Later, guys.
before
Guys,
you
it's
move
not so
on,
bad
you
in
get to
here.
pause.
No answer, I think.
Just for a moment,
There's no second to
a
switch.
few seconds
no
to
solution.
reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp
That's
at that elusive
There was
bigger
one
picture.
guy. One guy knew the solution. Is this the narrator? How do you leave notes? You just... What? Byproducts. Huh. Interesting. Are you there? Please, say something. It can't be anything. I just need you to say something. Constance, please. Speak. Oh, okay. That was... Strange. Alright.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Alright, is chat opening up? No, nothing on chat. I wonder, hold on. Wonder if I type in chat, will something show up? Let's put hey, you know? Yeah, no, my chat box is broken. Alright, cool. I can just chat on my phone, I guess. No problem. This is really interesting. Cool. Hey, buddy, how you doing, Mr. Gamer Jock? Nice of you to watch. I'm playing this walking sim. I have no idea. I have no idea how this works, but I'm glad you watching. You know, I'm glad you're enjoying. This is a unique experience. I'll tell you that. Try to do stuff differently, my guy. You know. Just looking around. Wait, oh well.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool.
Alright.
Here's version 2.
Version 2. Alright. What? There's what furniture ought to go in the center? A giant hole in the ground, a TV with surround sound. Yeah, I'll do the TV. I'll do the TV. Where's the TV? Okay, now, what about along the wall? 12 stoves. Let's put a huge picture of a horse, a washing machine. I'd like to see a washing machine on the wall. Let's see that. Wait, are those actually washing machines? Those are washing machines. Oh. I think we should light up the room. Tesla coils. Yeah, let's... Oh, that's just a lamp. Okay, you need a table. Something invented in 1935. No, I'm pretty sure none of my choices are actually making differences. Ew. It's ugly. What?
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
This is, strange.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Alright. That was interesting. Okay. I'm sorry, I just had a message. my bad. Peoples. Hello, please walk forward. Alright. The guide will enable your escape from the prison environment. Alright. When the guy spoke, I thought it was you. You got a mega mic to alter your voice? Nah. It wasn't me. I'm not a giant mic man. First click the table. Alright. Good. Over there, click the photo. Now turn the lamp back on. Alright. Cool. Now go to the left side of the sofa and move it a little. Finally touch the shelves. Alright. This is it. A real prison you can the escape will now open. Return to the start. Be taken back to prison. Alright. That's strange. So Mr. James, what do you think of the game? Huh? It's unique, right?
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
Huh.
Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
I feel like he made the prison because it's like a symbolism of like his actual mental health. Like he feels blocked. His games, he doesn't feel proud of them, and he's blocked by his own design. He feels trapped. And you spelled parable wrong. You put parable, Mr. James. It's all right. It's a phone. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you. After the escape from prison. So you were trapped in the prison too? Yes,
it's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows.
Oh, no problem, Mr. James.
But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Kind of missed the prison. Was there anything about it you felt good about? Being here sucks. True, but maybe I only like the things that I don't have anymore. I was comfortable. I knew its limits. I knew my place. But don't you feel excited about getting out? The promise of freedom? Excited. It's the only thing that matters to me. It's the only thing that keeps me going. Excited. Doesn't really do it justice. Exactly. You care about something to look forward to. Wait, you're telling me then you did get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No. You think I'm the first person to call them? No, wait, that's not what I chose. All they told me was to be sincere. What? That read you? How does it work? Listen, you can't promise it until you're out, but I promise it works. Just be sincere. Sincere about what? It's exactly what you need to figure out in this game. Ah, this is a unique experience, man.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games.
I
After
do
all
feel
of
like
the
it's a-
obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, I like this. Wow, this is all. I gotta get in the shower.
So
soon,
what would it
I'm gonna
look
stop
like
the
if
stream
Coda
soon.
wanted to make a game about talking to someone
Stop the
other
stream,
than himself?
sure. But I'll continue it later tonight. Oh Jesus! Oh wow, this is some really good design.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
There's spilled coffee. Oh, clean. Wow, my goodness, I'm glad as heck that you all showed up. Lonesome hands make lousy work. Don't worry about me.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on.
Now you might be a
From
little
here on
better
out, he
yourself.
begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Now, would you run and make the bed? Alright. Cool. Well, straighten out the rug a little bit. Alright, cool. How do you end up doing this job? Long time since I've been to this house. I've seen house this messy. Line of work, you let go of judgments pretty fast. Apartment in your life. This is a very interesting game. Cool. Make it especially cheesy. This is unique. What? He just stopped on. No. Why not? No, it was stupid. I'm sorry. Hey, the dishes need to be washed. Why don't you do that? Alright. Pub needs to be cleaned? Yeah, sure. Are the books scattered on the floor in the bedroom? Would you put them back? Yeah. Perfect. Now then.
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside
Chores
of
ever
you,
end?
and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Alright, I'll straighten the rug
I know
in the
that
bedroom.
Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Interesting. Tub's dirty? Yeah, I'll clean it. Would you mind? Earlier, what I said was I had a really cheesy thought. I'm going to occur in one's house, a lot like one soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. Do you know why I felt so weird about saying that? I get it. That's weird to say someone you just met. Yeah, but you're right. That's pretty cheesy. But there's a bit of truth to it, no? Anyway, so, alright, he just, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, alright, he's feeling really awkward. The pillows on the couch? Yeah, no problem.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Oh. question. Yeah? Do you
But,
enjoy
of
this?
course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you
strange.
can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
This is really weird. I wonder why he designed these games. And a light post.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move.
Yeah.
I really thought that was the point of it.
Interesting. I'm enjoying this. It's just strange.
This one gets a bit goofy.
Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You come here to become perfect. This workshop's going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, look at you and think, wow, that person is a better human being than I am. That's a Davy. Right? Why do you think the well-developed person feel disgusted with yourself? Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. But how do we do it effortlessly? That is easy. It is so easy. It is so
About halfway
easy.
through the game, the perspective
Being perfect
shifts.
is effortless. So, this is the key. How do I achieve it? That
And
looks
you
like
play
Saw
as the
time.
teacher.
The way
Suddenly,
it works.
you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
On my way to work, I realized others can start contributing to society. Well, being alone must be awful. You're gonna be torturing yourself, trying to find out the right solutions to your life. You're doing it wrong. You're not doing it right. You understand that you won't be happy until you love me. This is for you. Jeez, this is there is no truth, there is no path. Jesus. Do what is easiest. Do what is simple. Something coming back from the back of the room. Look out, guys! It's a demon! It's coming. It's going to destroy you.
I felt
Is
pretty
this
hard
thing?
for this one.
Perfection.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect
I understand
and totally
perfectly.
fulfilled in every way,
Perfection is
and
bad.
completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these
Great
days.
game. I really enjoy it. Well, I gotta go, so I'm gonna stop the stream here. and
This
I'm gonna
one
come
took
back
a lot
later.
longer
Oh,
than
wait,
all the
hold on.
others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
All right, I'm gonna stop it here, and we'll come back later. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.